Hi friends, welcome to my channel Network Techie. In this video, we will be talking about RIP offset list. We can use offset list in order to prefer one path over the other. You can see we have got few subnets behind the router R2, and what we need to do is the PC behind router 1, it needs to go to the those subnets through the switch, not through the T1 link. Okay, so RIP doesn't work like EIGRP and OSPF, because in EIGRP, OSPF we use mechanism like bandwidth and delay. In case of RIP, if we have got route to the destination over two paths and the subnet mask and the hop count is same, then the load balancing will be performed. So in this case, these subnets will be learned over R2 over the both the links, the serial link as well as the Ethernet link, though we know we have a huge difference in the bandwidth. So this serial link have got 1.544 kbps, and the Ethernet link is having 1 Mbps speed. Well, we know Ethernet is 10 Mbps, but we have got just 1 Mbps bandwidth provision from the service provider, and service provider is using CIR, committed information rate technique, to uh, to limit to limit the bandwidth, to limit the speed or for our router. So when we do trace out from the PC, the traffic should be going through the switch, not through the serial link. This is what we will be doing in this case. And I have already done the basic configuration of RIP protocol, and if you need access to this configuration, you can check the description below the video. So first I will be doing the configuration, that is router 2 configuration. Let's go to router 2 in the config mode, paste all the configuration. Now on router 1, this is the router 1 configuration. Done. Come back to router 1 privilege mode, do show IP route RIP, and see we have got all the subnets learned via RIP protocol, and you can see we are doing load balancing for all the subnets, because the network mask, the subnet mask is same for all the subnets /24. The administrative distance 120 for RIP is the same, and we are getting to these subnets through via one hop via 12.112, which is the Ethernet link, and 12.0.0.2, which is configured over the serial link. So we do not want serial link to be there in the routing table. We want to prefer the Ethernet link. What we can do is we can implement the offset list, and there are two ways to implement the offset list, one on the router 2 and one on the router 1. I will tell you both the methods. Go to router 2 configuration in the RIP and do offset list, type of number. So you can use any number from 0 to 99. I am using offset list 10, and we are sending updates from the router 2. Okay, so it will be outgoing updates, and how much hope we want to increment in the updates. So by default, there is just one hop count increment in the updates which are going to router 2. Let's go to router 1, and I'm doing debug IP rev to show you the hop counts, what's going on behind the scenes, and I'm turning it off now. So you can see I am maximizing this window. So on the serial link, router 1 have received all these updates, okay, with one hop, and the same updates router 1 have received from the Ethernet link with one hop count. So once we hit the command on the router 2, you will see that this update will go away. Okay, let's go to router 2, and I'm doing increment of 5 in the hop count, and we need to advertise these routes over link serial 2/0. Okay, I'm going back to router 1. So this says for all the routes going out via serial 2/0, increase the hop count to 5. Okay, I just turned on the debugging again. When we do debug IP RIP, well, I have turned on this command bit late. We don't see the updates being exchanged. What I need to do is clear the IP route star, and before that I need to go to router 2 and turn off this offset list command. Now come back to router 1, clear the routing table and see what do we have got in the routing table now. So never do this command debug IP route when you are in the production router. In the test environment, it's very good and fine to understand these concepts. So you can see now we have come back to the normal routing table. We are doing load balancing, and let's show debugs. Let debugging be on, and now go to router 2 and turn the offset list on. Apply the offset list. Now come back to router 1 and see what do we receive in the updates. We're getting updates over the serial link with 1 hop. Now let me turn it off now. So you can see we received version 2 update from router 2 on the serial link with 6 hops. So if we do show IP route rip now, you can see we just have Ethernet link, and all the routes are received over that link. Now I'm going to my virtual PC, and virtual PC IP address is 192.168.1.10. If I ping my gateway 192.168.1.1, which is configured on router 1 Ethernet 0/1, I'm getting responses. Everything looks fine. Let's ping one of the network behind router 2, 1060.70.1. It's pinging fine, excellent. Let me do trace out and see which path PC is taking to get to that subnet 12.1.1.2. So 12.1.1.2 is configured on Ethernet 0/0 of router 2. Let me show you. Show IP interface brief 12.0.0.2. Excuse me, Ethernet 0/0 12.1.1.2. So we are using Ethernet link now. In case if this link goes down, then our backup will be the serial link. So there is another way to implement this offset list. Right now I implemented on router 2. We can do this on router 1 as well. Let's remove the offset list command from the router 2 first. Now come back to router 1, do clear IP route star to take effect the routing table. Now do show IP route rip. We can see we have got the multiple routes again in the routing table. Now the second method is go to router rip and offset list, use any number 15. In this case we are receiving updates from router 2, so it will be in keyword over here. It was out on the router 2, but over here it will be in, and we want updates to have an increment of 10. So R1 will assume all the updates which are coming on serial 2/0 will have 10 hop count, and the interface is going to be serial 2/0. Once I do this, debug IP rip and show IP route rip. We are waiting for the effect to happen. Okay, now you see that. So once we applied that command, you can see we received an update from router 2 on the serial link with 11 hop count. And when we do show IP route rip now, all the updates in the route R1 routing table over the Ethernet link, and the traffic is going via Ethernet link. So this was our practical, and I told you the 2 ways to implement offset list on the router 2 and router 1. I hope you like this video, friends. Please do share your feedback in the comment section, and do subscribe to my channel so you get notifications in your mailbox for the new videos that I upload. Thank you once again for watching this video.